So, a lot of us have grown up and are navigating through life with a lot of distrust in others. And whether that may have been because, a friend betrayed you in the past, or if an ex did you dirty, or problems, with your family. A lot of us have kind of adopted this mindset of, there's always snakes in the grass. You either eat or be eaten, and have this belief that everyone is out there for themselves, so therefore I should only have my own best interest in mind. So in this video, we're going to cover that. Today I'm going to talk about that paradigm, why that paradigm might not be the best way of viewing life, and also things that you can do to shift to a different mindset and a different approach towards the world, one that is more collaborative versus competitive. All right, so we'll get into it right now. Now, the first thing I want you to keep in mind is that your mind can only see what it's actually conditioned to see. Literally everyone in this world, we don't see reality for what it really is. We only see our conditioned view of reality. All right. So we really have to distinguish between what is actually objective and what is subjective to us. In terms of distrusting others, yes, there are always going to be people that may be more distrustful than others, disloyal than others. And yes, you should be aware of those people. But the issue comes when your paradigm, how you view the world, is that people by default are there to backstab you. And what's wrong with that paradigm? I mean, just think about it. If you have that paradigm, your life is like a living hell. You're going to think everyone is out there to get you, and you're not going to ever be able to relax. So again, be aware of that. It's not about not believing there are distrustful people. It's about how you generally view the world. And through this too, you also have to think about RES, which is your selective focus, right? If your mind constantly thinks that people are out to get you, you're going to focus on that. So whenever you interact with other people, your selective focus is going to automatically switch to that. And you're going to see more things that are disproportionate to reality. Something else I want to note is that how you view others will end up viewing you the same way. I know plenty of examples where someone that is really skeptical, that thinks, you either eat or you be eaten, would operate the world in that way, and he would end up creating a lot of enemies, a lot of people that don't like him. When if only he didn't have that mindset in the first place, there wouldn't have been an issue. But now an issue was created because of how that person viewed the world. That person could have been perfectly fine, but now that they have this conditioned mind where the world is out to get them, they do more distrustful acts back towards other people because they think those people are out there to backstab him. And guess what happens in the end? Everyone dislikes him. So yeah, that just comes to show that how you view the world, it's going to reflect back on you and your character as well. Now, on the other hand, a collaborative frame is where you believe that everyone is on the same team as you. Now, if you are someone right now who is distrustful of others and you want to do something about it and change your mindset, you might be wondering what are some things that you can do to change, right? And so right here, I have 3 different things that you can do to work on your paradigm. The first thing I want you to do is to do a random act of kindness towards any other person. And like we talked about, your mind can only understand what it itself is conditioned to see the world, right? So when you are distrusting of others, it means that part of you is also distrusting towards yourself, and it's unable to proportionately see reality. By doing a random act of kindness for another person, that's kind of feeding your brain different information, right? Because before you were just doing things for yourself because you felt like other people were just out there to help themselves. When you do a random act of kindness for another person for literally no reason, that contradicts how you view the world. And that kind of gets the wheels turning on a different paradigm being installed. The second thing you can do is trauma work, release work. This is one of the main things that I promote and I teach. Trauma release work is the process of you going within and processing certain traumas and emotions that you may have stuffed down in order to release them and install new beliefs. How our beliefs work is that a lot of our traumas and negative emotions are stored inside of us, inside of our mind. And if we don't address it, it's just going to grow stronger, but it's subconscious, so we never really take note of it. By doing release work, you're able to get rid of those blockages and get rid of those pent up, stored up emotions so that you can install new beliefs in. So yeah, that leads to the third point, which is installing new beliefs about the world and about others. One of the most effective things that you can do to install a new belief is to ask questions. So in this case, it would be, why should I trust others again? And you have to really come at this from a neutral standpoint. So here you have to ask yourself, like, genuinely, why should I trust others again? What good is there in trusting others? And if you think of it objectively, you'll find a ton of reasons. All right. But you must do the work first so that when you ask these questions, they can be from an unbiased point of view. And then from there, you can ask yourself other questions, such as, why are people trustworthy? That doesn't mean everyone is trustworthy, but by asking yourself that question, your mind will look for answers as to why people should be trustworthy. So those are the 3 tips that I have for working on your paradigm, for working on trusting people more. And on a side note, with the second tip of release work, if you would like to learn more about how to let go of your subconscious beliefs and install new ones, I have a ton of videos on my channel on the basics of what release work is and how you can get started on it more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.